Now, for more on this case, the civil rights attorney EMEKA IGWE and president of the Black Police Experience, SONIA PRUITT. Good afternoon to both of you. And EMEKA, I want to go to you first on what the family has sought to do here. You may have seen yesterday when they wanted to see the body camera video. They were shown 20 seconds of it, and their attorneys were not allowed into the room because they weren't properly accredited in North Carolina. They were from South Carolina and elsewhere. And I wondered today, the FBI opening its civil rights investigation of this fatal shooting. So how does that process work for the family? What are they after? What can the FBI do? What could that reveal?
Terry, I've never heard of a family attorneys being denied viewing a video, and having a 20-second video shown to the family is really unheard of and unprecedented. So it's clear that the local authorities, the county attorney and the local district attorney's office clearly do not understand that we live in the new age of transparency, where people expect answers, people expect officers to be held accountable. And that's what the FBI is going to do. The FBI has a wide array of weapons and investigative arsenals to really uncover what occurred in this case. And they're not going to, the local attorneys are not going to be able to deny the family from getting full and transparent answers as to what occurred to Mr. Brown.
It is almost like the stonewalling of the Brown family by the county attorney there invited the FBI in because trust has really been damaged there. Let me go to Sonia on the Brown's family's attorneys. They're saying that their private autopsy found a fatal wound to the back of Andrew Brown's head. It happened as he was leaving the site, trying to evade being shot by law enforcement. From your knowledge of police tactics, does it seem like the proper protocol was followed from what we know so far?
It's hard to tell exactly what happened. And I am of the mind that protocol probably was not followed. And even if it was justified, doesn't mean necessary. So here's the question. Why are you shooting at his car? Okay, so you're there to serve a search warrant. He gets into the car to drive away. We know who he is. We know, he's a 42-year-old man and he has family. He's not really going to go far, but he may be afraid. Of course, the police are not worried about whether he's afraid or not. They're on a mission. There is landmark Supreme Court case called Tennessee versus Garner, 1985, which says to police officers, it is unconstitutional to use lethal force unless a fleeing felony suspect is going to, in your opinion, actually do serious bodily harm or kill someone. Who was he going to kill? He didn't even have a weapon in the car, according to the family, when they had a conversation with the sheriff's department. So exactly what was the fear here, and why did they shoot at Mr. Brown?
7 police officers have been put on administrative leave. There were a lot of officers involved in this incident. EMEKA, a judge has to clear releasing this body camera video to the public. Is that typical in cases like this? I know there's an investigative interest that you don't want to release it until all the witnesses are interviewed. How do you strike the balance here? How long do you think it'll take before the public sees what happened?
Terry, every jurisdiction has different laws that govern the release of body cam footage from police officers. We have a similar case in the state of Delaware. In that case, the county executive was allowed unilaterally to release the body cam footage. And in North Carolina, it appears that you have to, a judge has to actually approve the release of the body cam video. But Terry, it's a simple process where if the county attorney, the district attorney really want this to happen, it can happen very quickly. You can get a judge order very quickly. In this case, the Attorney General of North Carolina and the Governor of North Carolina have both stated that the video camera should be released. And if this is something that they truly want to happen, there's no reason to have this extended delay. All they have to do is get the motion before the judge, and I'm sure the judge, with the consent of all parties and the family. In this particular case, the judge is always concerned whether the release of the video will harm the family. But this family, the Brown family, has stated that they want the body camera footage released, so there should be no issue. If they get it before the judge, I'm sure the judge will sign it right away.
That's a great point. The Attorney General of the state of North Carolina, the Governor of North Carolina have said, let's move forward, let's be transparent here. And it is this county attorney, it's kind of a throwback almost, saying, get out of my office to the family's lawyers and not, not willing to go forward on this, it feels. Sonia, these deputies, they were serving a drug-related search and arrest warrants. So from a police perspective, how does that, if at all, impact what happened here?
As incredulous as everyone else is, I don't know what the details of the warrant is, which is why I can't speak knowledgeably about it. But again, if you are investigating someone and you are going to serve a warrant, it does not negate the police or law enforcement from making sure that everybody leaves that interaction alive. And I just want to say something about the body cam video being released. When police departments across the country were starting to be mandated or choosing to use body-worn camera video, they also began circling the wagons. Like, okay, maybe we have to wear these cameras, but we don't necessarily want people to see because, transparency is not our thing. And so here we are in North Carolina, which is my home state, by the way. And I grew up not far from Elizabeth City. And you actually have to have a court order for transparency. That is ridiculous to me. And I'm hoping that the people see way beyond just Mr. Brown's case. And I'm not trying to minimize it, but we're going to continue to have to push for police reform in this country, including transparency and the release of body-worn camera video.
And that body-worn camera video has made such an impact on the public mind on these issues so far. EMEKA IGWE and Sonia PRUITT, thanks very much for being here with us.
Thank you, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.